I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy seeing those high-end aquascapes. The ones with the really clear glass and the good lights and the CO2 running, and just makes for a beautiful display. The only problem with those tanks is they're really expensive, and I can't afford one. So in today's video, I'm going to aquascape a 40 breeder.
My wife wanted me to go with the blue background on this tank, and so that's what I'm doing. And first thing I'm going to add in here is egg crate diffuser. Now this is something you don't necessarily need to add with every tank, but it's really helpful if you're doing a lot of rocks in an aquarium, as it just adds that extra support in the bottom so that you don't accidentally break the glass. I decided to go with the black substrate because I always like the way black looks better with a planted tank, and so since I'm going to have some plants in here, I definitely thought it'd be a good way to go. Right here I'm adding some fluval stratum, and I think fluval stratum is a great substrate to use for planted tanks. It gives a lot of nutrients to those plants, especially early on, and depending on how well or heavily planted your tank is, this fluval stratum could last for quite a long time, up to 2 or 3 years, being able to provide nutrients to those plants. On top of the fluval stratum, I'm adding a layer of black diamond blasting sand. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. One, I'm doing this just to help build up the height that I want for the substrate, but 2, I find the black diamond blasting sand does a great job of acting as a cap for the fluval stratum, because fluval stratum can be a little bit difficult to actually plant because it likes to float a lot. When you're setting up your hardscape, it's a good idea to start with your largest piece first. And I've been holding on to this piece of wood since Keystone Clash Lab last year. And so this is my largest piece. Once you get your biggest piece in there, you start building around that. And now I'm going to start adding my rocks.
Now that I've got the hardscape done, and before I go ahead and add the plants, do me a favor, hit that like button right now and let this video get out there. Let people know it's a good one so they can enjoy it too.
The first plant I'm going to be planting is Stargine repens. Now, Star repens is a great plant for carpeting. And it's one of the few that does not need CO2. Now, if you add CO2 to it, it's definitely going to appreciate that, but it's not necessary. And so I'm going to be adding a bunch of starry pens here. Up here in the rocks, I'm going to be doing some Anubias Nana Petite and some Java Ferns, because both of these plants will grow really well on rocks and don't actually need to be planted in the substrate.
If you guys have made it this far in the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and go ahead and check out my other aquascapes over here.